Now, I know this isn't a usual kind of tech video that y'all are used to, but I thought it'd be quite interesting. So, while looking at some old footage from my holiday 2 years ago to Thailand, I remembered that I actually explored a tech mall when I was down there in Bangkok. Now, this is a tech mall from 2 years ago, and it was only just being built and being set up at the time, so it's kind of empty. So I expect that nowadays, well, not before the virus thing happened, now it should have been pretty packed. But when I went there, things weren't completely done yet already. But I decided to explore it anyway because I run a tech YouTube channel and I love technology and stuff. So yeah, so this is from my travels in Thailand, and I saw a lot of interesting things there. And honestly, it's almost like any other tech mall I've seen in Asia, although it was a bit weird in some of the things it sold. One of the things we saw was this microscope that they were selling for some reason, and it wasn't even that expensive. It was only a few $100s for a microscope with like a camera attached to it for, I'm guessing, maybe soldering or fixing PCBs and things like that. It was actually pretty high res for what it did, and that was pretty interesting. We also stumbled across an audio shop. This audio shop was a hella high end audio shop. They had Esto and Kearns, Sennheiser stuff, high end stuff, and it was clearly targeted to rich consumers because A, it was set in Bangkok's big shopping districts, and B, of the stuff it was selling, they had, they had crazy headphones in there. They had Odysseys and stuff, and it wasn't extremely amazing, nothing that I've never seen before, but for what it was compared to the other shops around it, it was pretty impressive in terms of the quality and the price and the expensiveness and the rarity of the products sold there. So the audio shop was very interesting as well. Another thing that I came across was a lot of PC shops, which is kind of expected in a tech mall or a tech centric area of a shopping mall. It's usually going to have a lot of PC hardware, and there were some impressive builds on display. I'm quite sure if I went back in the future or went back now, they will be more fleshed out and more clean and in detail. But when I went there, there were one or two impressive rigs and quite a number of PC tech hardware shops already. So I expect it to be much better now. But when I went there were some nice PCs. There were gaming stuff, a lot of gaming stuff as to be expected. Gaming mice, gaming keyboards, the standard stuff. And the selection wasn't that impressive. There's some definitely had some Logitech and some Razer stuff and some Corsair stuff, but overall it isn't crazy extensive, especially if you compare it to somewhere like Sim Lim Square in Singapore, things like that. But you can't expect it to be too niche, especially when I believe the tech market is much smaller in Thailand, especially when it comes to high-end tech there in Thailand as compared to somewhere like Singapore or the United States. So that's to be expected. But overall, it was quite a unique and interesting experience. If you are interested, you can go and Google Thailand Bangkok Tech Mall, and I'm quite sure it will pop up. I'm not exactly sure what the name is, but if you are in Bangkok and you are into tech, you might want to pop down there and see what they've got nowadays. I'm sure they have more than what I'm showing here, but there's a lot of niche and unique and quirky, interesting stuff, which is why I actually enjoyed walking around there so much. And on top of that, the prices might be better, although I think that is also quite unlikely due to Thailand's weaker exchange rates and whatnot. But overall, I'd say that this was a really good experience, and I recommend it to anyone in Bangkok on holiday because it is such a fun little place to explore, especially since I stumbled on it by accident. So yeah, that's that for my tech shopping experience in Thailand. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, like and subscribe, and comment if you have any questions or anything to talk about, because I reply to every single comment. I'll see you next time. Bye.